Scorpio, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to see what you need to be talking about at this time, Scorpio. You know, heavy on the, you may do some work. It gets overlooked somehow. It gets, or most of the time, or it does. It gets overlooked. Someone doesn't notice, doesn't pay attention to how much work you do, doesn't appreciate you the way that you want to be appreciated. You may not say this. Your throat chakra could be blocked about this. Have you on a feminine Scorpio energy, really doing the dirty work, man. Not being afraid to get her hands dirty, not being afraid to show up for someone or in general. A Scorpio masculine could be the exact opposite. He could not be showing up, not holding space, not helping someone to heal by acknowledging where he's hurt them. Someone may have to reach some type of closure on their own, you know, or is really struggling, really going through a lot, and he knows this. He's aware. For some of you, this is his child's mother. He knows damn well that she's going through it. For some of you, he truly is gaslighting her. For some of you, he truly is gaslighting her. You know, where she'll say certain things, we should talk to him about how manipulative he can be, and he'll act like he doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. For some of you, he's completely manipulative when it comes to their children. For some of you, he is dismissive when it comes to their children. Or this is a Leo, the child. The child. Leo is the child. It could be a Scorpio feminine that has a Leo child or Leo children, and she feels this way about her child's father. She's really sick of how the child or the children's father treats them, or what he puts in the child's head about her. For some of you, the masculine energy doesn't have to be a masculine Scorpio. You could just be a feminine Scorpio dealing with a masculine energy this way. Or you are a masculine Scorpio and you're on the other end of this somehow, where, you know, you're the part-time parent, you're the fun parent. You know? You don't have to do the things that she has to do. You don't have to show up the way that she shows up, and you know this. But you really manipulate your child somehow to think that you're the better parent or you're the more fun parent, and you know how hurtful this is to your child's mother. You know how hard she works. For some of you, only doing this to be vindictive somehow. For some of you, man, there's a Scorpio masculine who refuses to acknowledge and at all hold any space. Doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but there's a masculine energy. And then I heard you dealing with your opposite energy. Your opposite is Taurus. Taurus is the Emperor or the Empress. But then when I heard Emperor, I heard Aries, who is also the Emperor. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries. For some of you, this masculine energy refuses to budge, refuses to acknowledge a feminine energy, hold space for her, acknowledge how far she's come, simply because, you know, for a lot of you, because he wants her back. Sit, mommy, what do you want?
I want more juice.
Sit back. Sit back,
juice.
mommy.
I want juice.
You want juice?
Yeah.
Okay. Mommy give you juice. Simply because he wants her back. He wants to control her. He liked it when he had her in a certain energy, when she felt a certain way about him, when he could control her in a way that he can't control her anymore. Meanwhile, you know, he may not have wanted her at all or treated her well at all. But now that they're not together, now that she's moved on, he's doing his best to make her life a living hell somehow, or drive a wedge between her and her children. That's for some of you. For some of you, there's a masculine Scorpio somehow gaslighting a Leo, or leaving a Leo out in the cold, not holding space for her the way that he needs to. Or a Taurus, a masculine not doing this to a feminine Taurus, or a feminine earth sign. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo. where he really didn't approve of her new beginning. And because he didn't approve of her new beginning, because it didn't involve him, he's going to make her life as hard as possible. For some of you, it's not that this is not his children, this is his grandchildren. For some of you, this is your grandchildren, where you don't like how your grandmother, you don't like how the grandfather uses your grandchildren as a pawn. You may not say this or speak up about this to keep the peace somehow, but you want to give this motherfucker a piece of your mind. Ooh. Ooh. This is someone you had children with, right? Your child's father. And now your child could be an adult and have children of their own. And this person wasn't shit when it came to raising your child, and now they're doing the same thing somehow when it comes to your children's children, where they're showing up like real trash in regards to your children's children. You really want to talk about this. You really want to get this off your chest. For some of you, there's a masculine Scorpio that has real mommy issues, and so he takes so much out on women. Every woman that he engages, every woman he deals with, he just leaves, heavy on the leaving destruction, leaving bodies everywhere that he goes, leaving victims everywhere that he goes, really hurting woman after woman after woman, a trail of them, of wounded feminine energies. Well, he hurts everyone in his family this way. And you don't talk about this, you don't want to talk about this. There's a feminine Scorpio who wants to give a masculine a piece of her mind at this point. Like, really let him know how she feels about it. That it's fucking unacceptable. You can't take this anymore. 725, 726. You could be watching it get real dark. It could be getting real dark for this feminine energy. For some of you, you're a Scorpio masculine dealing with a feminine energy, and it gets real dark for her. She's having real dark night of the soul. But this is before ascensions, because she's about to have a new beginning. She's about to level up, and you're making it so hard for her. And it really is. She's about to spiral, or she is spiraling. For some of you, you're showing up to help someone as best as you can. Hold space for them. Do whatever you can. Feminine energy, feminine Scorpio, because you can see where someone is spiraling out of control, where they need you now more than ever. They need your support. Some of you, this is your daughter or your mother. You could be really sick though, Scorpio. Scorpio feminine, you could be really sick, you could be really tired, you could really not feel well, and you don't say this as much as you like to. You don't really communicate this as much as you like to, because people think that you're exaggerating somehow, or people think that you've brought this on yourself somehow. They don't hold space for you the way that you want them to hold space, because they feel that you've done this to yourself. A Scorpio masculine being this way too. A Scorpio masculine being really sick, or mentally unstable, or having addictions. I mean, you might even rule addiction, Scorpio. I don't know. I could be wrong. But you feel really addictive personality. Heavy on this energy.
Mommy, are you?
To some of you, you are there. You are absolutely there. Whatever your child needs, whatever your daughter needs, or your son, you know that they need you now more than ever. You know that they need extra help. That they can't do something on their own. You have to step up. You have to say something. Some of you, this is being this way for your parents, because they can't take care of themselves. For some of you, someone takes care of you financially, Scorpio. Scorpio feminine, your child could take care of you financially or go out of their way to make sure that you're taken care of, you're compensated for your time, your hard work. Or just they want to make sure that you don't want for anything, or that you,
Mommy,
or that you know you're appreciated. Yeah.
aren't you free?
You're welcome. For some of you, someone asks you over and over for different things. You know, your child could be asking you something over and over, or ask you for one thing. It's not one thing they need from you, it's another. You may be needing to speak about where it's a little too much for you at this point, or there's only so much you can do. You may not be completely transparent about where you've you're worn out somehow, you're tired somehow. It's a lot at this point somehow. You're sick. You need a break. For some of you, you're a masculine Scorpio, and you know that a feminine energy needs this type of support, and you're just not present. She could be your child's mother. She could be pregnant, or she could be sick, or she could be tired, really, really worn down somehow, and you just make it harder for her, or you completely ignore her pain. You look the other way when she breaks down, when she cries. You don't want to hold space for her emotionally. It sucks. 11:44 on the clock. Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source guide, universe. What does... Just let me tap in with my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Mercury to see what my Scorpios need to be saying at this time, what they need to be talking about. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Heavy on the somebody's hurting your baby. Someone is hurting your child. Someone has hurt you. Someone has hurt the inner child. You could be cross-watching. You could be a Leo. Someone has really hurt you, or you have Scorpio in your chart, and because you're hurt, because you're wounded, you know, you don't want to hold space for this person. You don't want to tell them how you feel about them. You don't want to connect to them. You don't want to communicate, or whatever you have to say won't be pretty. Your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. You could be doing a lot right now, working really hard, trying to prove something. For some of you, that's not a good thing. You're manipulating someone. Have you on a Scorpio masculine, manipulating someone for something to go a certain type of way? You know, you wearing somebody down with your silent treatment, or you wearing somebody down with your manipulation. Your hard work to really hurt someone, dismantle something, take something apart, mind fuck someone is really working. Be bold and make the first move. You're relentless when it comes to this. For some of you, you're a feminine Scorpio, and you're busting your ass somehow. You're working really hard. You're really tired. And you show up. You ask, how can I help? What can I do? You're trying to fix someone that can't be fixed. Be there for someone who ain't showing up for their damn selves, or needs to worry about their own healing, and they're not. And then you make it your problem. Meditating, contemplating is out here. The answers you need to come in full moon in Gemini. For some of you, there is someone that you are communicating with. You're manipulating a Gemini, or a Gemini is really manipulative somehow. There's a Gemini in the mix for some of you. There's a Pisces in the mix for some of you. You know, some of you, this is all within your chart somehow. Or I just feel like this manipulative energy, blocking this manipulative energy, whatever side you on, saying this, allowing, you know, yourself to really be honest about where there's a masculine energy being really fucking manipulative. Could be with a Taurus, could be with you. I don't even know at this point. It's really confusing. saying this unlocks your next level of prosperity. This could be a family issue somehow. Someone is having mommy issues or daddy issues. For some of you, you have to use your voice to say something because you know that someone absolutely won't. They won't say what they have to say. They won't get it off their chest. They'll suffer in silence. And so you want to help them. You want to fix them. You want to communicate. You show up. You move towards them. And you just try to help them, take care of them, but you don't want to say what you have to say to someone else, to the person that's hurting them, because you'll make the situation worse. Meanwhile, I don't feel like you give a fuck. For some of you, you are doing your best. Your child's mother won't be with you, so you're doing your best to fuck her over somehow. Or you're not happy that she's pregnant, so you're stressing her out. Or you're ignoring her. Having them not being emotionally available. There's a lot of Scorpio on Scorpio energy going on out here. Or Scorpio on Taurus. So I can't tell who's who. All I can say is feminine and masculine. The masculine is being deceptive. Heavy on the block, the root chakra though. For both of you, where you're not using your voice like you need to. You are not talking up. You are not saying what you feel about something. For some of you, you are a godsend to someone. For some of you, someone is setting you straight. Your spirit team, having on your spirit team setting you straight, or someone who is divinely guided. You know, you're there to watch over someone who watches over a lot of other people. You take care of the person who takes care of a lot of other people. They take care of everyone else but themselves. Meanwhile, so do you. You're taking care of everyone else but yourself. You're really tired. For some of you, this is your money. Money is involved somehow. You're dealing with an earth sign, or somebody's pregnant, or your money gets spread thin, or you go really hard to make sure that you can take care of everyone. You go really hard to make sure that you make the money. You're motivated by money. You want to stop being motivated by money because it's wearing you down, or the money isn't worth it at this point. You want to transform what you're doing for work, how you're showing up, or showing up for work, getting back to work is changing you for the better. Or there are some things about it that you don't really like, you don't really want to put up with, and you're not saying this. Anyway, I'm going to take this over to Patreon to see what this person has to say about you, because this energy is so confusing. I legit can't tell who's who. I feel like I just keep going back and forth between you. So we'll just go over to Patreon for a part 2. This is your reading. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post a video for you, Scorpio. If you feel called to book a personal reading with me, you can find all that information in the description box below, along with my link tree. If you'd like to send me a donation, it'd be greatly appreciated. You'll find a link to my Patreon down there to go subscribe. You will also find the link to my IG page at the Big Body High Priestess, where I upload daily check-in videos over there. You really enjoy them. They're a lot different than the readings over here on YouTube. Also, check out our spiritual family business page on IG at priestess.mage.wayfinder, where we sell some really amazing magical tools. I know that I've showed you guys before, but I'll show you again. One of our latest products is our manifestation honey pen, you know, for all my spiritual smokers. You'll write your intentions on the insides of your rolling papers so you can really smoke with intentions, manifest the hell out of your life. And we also have our herbal blends on deck, our smoking blends on deck. This one is rose, lavender, and chamomile for all your spiritual rituals. Go follow us over there. We got some dope stuff going on. If you're interested in hip-hop, you'll find a link to my latest album, The Many-Faced Goddess, streaming everywhere. I love you so much. It's your girl, Merch, the Big Body Vince. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. Peace.